humanity was at the very beginning of this process, and also humanity exists at the very end and the outcome of this process. And that was important to me in order to say that AI is not a replacement for anything.
Hi, my name is Kat from Future Ancestors TV. Right now we're outside Dot Gallery. I'm so excited to share Rich Chu's exhibit with you called Human Response. It's curated by Che Morales and presented to you by Sunday Afternoon. Come check it out.
Hey, what's up?
Good to see you. This is so exciting.
Yeah, welcome to Dot Gallery. Welcome to Human Response.
So walk me through the proper way of going through this.
Sure.
Amazing.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, welcome to Human Response. It's an exhibit about processing grief in the era of artificial intelligence. A little bit about the room is that it's an immersive and interactive exhibit. And the way it starts with my father's obituary right at the beginning. This little piece of factual truth. And then this is a bit of the creative lens by which I started the conversation with artificial intelligence. A little bit of didactic poetry. The beginning is the genesis. He spoke of death often. Disconnect is inevitable. Anaka's child, Papa is father. We dream of warmth again. Renewal is for us all. And every one of these words in that are capitalized, exist in 3 layers of reality within the entire immersive exhibit. So there's an overarching narrative layer that is the animated film. And then the physical layer, which are all the pieces that are on the walls, and then this metaphysical layer, which are the metaphysical augmented reality living sculptures that exist in the space.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I didn't realize that your dad was from Pampanga. That's where my family's from.
Oh wow, what a coincidence.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Small world.
Very.
We might be third cousins.
Probably. Okay, and do we move? Or?
Oh, there it goes, it's already happening. So the start here with Death Genesis, that's right at the very beginning. We created this to set a mood, or have this in the beginning of the journey to set a mood. And the way that comes out is that the eye motif, the circle, the iris essentially emerges from the piece. Then Death and Genesis, right in that eternal loop, they forever loop around it.
That's awesome. Oh, and then it goes back in. That's so dope. I love that. And then you have human. That's beautiful.
Yeah, and we wanted to really have this against the backdrop of human because it creates that essential human existence.
Yeah, for sure. That's awesome.
And then next on the journey is Disconnected. And this kind of goes through the stages of grief, essentially. Like how one can feel disconnected from their own grief. And the motion sensibility is tied into the word itself too.
Okay.
And then we can go into the box.
Okay.
And here we have the film. It's a 10.5-minute piece, animated with a stream of consciousness series of words. That's an attempt to quantify an emotional response to the conversations with AI. And the actual voiceover is generated by AI, the music is generated by AI, but all the visuals are generated by human hands and with human consideration. So it's really that merging of all those elements.
This is great.
Yeah. Something that we were really dedicated to was being intentional with the words, so that the words from AI, it's semi-fictional narratives, but interspersed with my father's own voice. So,
This is beautiful.
yeah, so it's a convergence of a lot of different things.
This is beautiful.
And then when you come out of the film, we hit the pop-up piece.
I love that.
With its own filter.
Wow. That's so cool. And this is my favorite.
Oh yeah, so this is easily my favorite too.
Yeah.
So the Anak piece, so this is the one piece where it's painted on the box. We spent a lot of time painting this. And then the AR filter emerges from the box and creates a portal to that journey, and it comes all the way back. And then the last 3 pieces, This is part of the green wall, which is that renewal wall, and it ends on a note of optimism.
So now that the exhibit is up and your creative process has gone out into the world, how has that helped you process the grief of your father?
The cathartic moment for me happened on opening night, where it was made public to the world. Right on the outside of the door of the gallery says open to the public, and those words are very intentional because we wanted to give it to the world, essentially, and make it available to anyone that wanted to see it. So on opening night, when in front of a crowd of people, I was able to say, here it is. Tears are coming down my face, but also it felt so good to be able to give it to people.
Like you let go?
I was able to let go after that long creative process. Then after that, it just feels like it doesn't belong to me. It has an aspect of pre-existence now, which is nice. And now every time I walk into the gallery or show people the work, it feels like it doesn't belong to me. I can observe my own things about it now and see like, oh yeah, it is 3 different types of green, or the typography evokes another type of feeling or inspiration point. So it's a bit surreal, as you can imagine.
Yeah.